Back in 2011, I did a video. Of this particular graveyard. Yes, another graveyard, guys. I'm going to show you. Today, we're going to do it justice. Guys, welcome to Miller Burial Ground. I call this Forgotten Graveyard. This is one of the oldest graveyards in our county, if not one of the oldest in the state of Indiana. Most of the tombstones here are pretty much old like this one, and this one's been fixed. What I mean by fixed is the last time I was here doing video, I say about 70% of the tombstones were crushed and broken. You had a bunch of teenagers come in here and they vandalized this whole graveyard. This graveyard is so old. You can imagine some of these tombstones date back to 1600. Even though the sign said 1801, I think is what it said, they date back further than that. It's a forgotten graveyard. Let's look at some of the tombstones. Want to, guys? These are some of the tombstones that was laying around in the open graveyard. I guess they can't find the graves they go to. Then you have these in this little rock wall. Oh, wow. I really don't have the history on this. I wish I did.
Consort.
I would love to know why these two particular tombstones are in this rock wall. I really wish I had the history, guys. Well, Elizabeth pointed out the obvious. These are the owners of something.
Of Miller's.
Was this basically their...
Died on the 4th day of February, 1845.
Okay, this says Miller on this tombstone. That's what the name of the graveyard is, but...
Something.
What's up with this part?
80 years, immigrant from Pennsylvania.
I'm wondering if this might have been their house. I don't see, I'm sorry folks, I should have done my research on this. It's not easy to find out the history of this particular graveyard, but I should have done the research. I'm sorry. So I guess I ain't going to be doing this particular video justice. See, I was hoping to redo the video from 2011, but no, I guess I won't be doing this one justice either. So let's just look around and look at some of these old tombstones. Wow. Completely amazing, isn't it? Let's just walk around, be real quiet, and just look and see what we can see. You can still see some of the vandalism. They didn't fix that part yet. You can still see some of the tombstones laying on the ground over here. It's a lot more clean up. Last time we was here, you still have tombstones on the ground, yes, but the last time we was here, they was everywhere. So I guess they picked up what they could, and oh man, this is just sad. Okay, we did a real quick check on the history on this, and the only thing we could find is this cemetery is permanently closed. That means nobody else can be buried here, and that's all we could really find. Makes me sad to see these tombstones in the ground.
Ooh, genealogy resources.
Wow. Look at this.
Or I could just go through.
Holy smokes. Some of the big tombstones. Let's go up and get a date. See if we get a date off this one. Looks like we could read some of it. I think we could read some of it. Honestly, I don't know if I could read any of this. Can you guys make that out? I can't make that out. It looks like it's backwards. The writing is backwards. Oh, wow. Look at this, though. Look how beautiful that is, how it's all carved in. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Now, this one right here has a date. 1869, 1817 they were born, and they died in 1869. Well over 100 years ago. To be exact, 150 years ago. I'm taking a wild guess. Do the math. And this one right here, 1875. Wow. Now this whole ground used to be filled with these tombstones. Let's do a small pan. All the way out through there was tombstones. There's graves out there, but nobody knows where they're at now. Because the tombstones were all busted up and laying all over the ground, and that's why you see most of them laying over there. Let's walk out this way. Let's look at this big tombstone. I've been in this graveyard many, many times when I was a kid. My mom and dad used to come up here all the time and, I don't know, just look around. And so I've been here since I was a real little kid. Okay, here we go. Can't really, I'm guessing maybe the date on that one might be 1850. Can't really make a date. It's another Miller. Oh, wow. Now there's some way over that way. I remember when I did the video back in 2011, I went over there and got some footage over there. Let's go over there and get some more footage and look at them. The whole idea of today's video was to come out here and hopefully do the one I did from 2011 and remake that video, but nah, I won't be able to do this justice. I completely wasn't able to find any history on it. But wow, now two of these tombstones look brand new. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's look. Well, I don't know if they changed the tombstones, but they're not, the graves are not new, but the tombstones look new. Look at that. 1868 and 1865. Graves, they've been here since then, but the tombstones, I don't know, maybe they are old tombstones. They just kept up with the times. And here's some more vandalism. Yeah, they broke this one. Actually, well, the newest grave in this whole cemetery is a war veteran. Wow. How that exactly ties into the cemetery, I'm not exactly sure,
His
but... His
last name was Miller, sign was a title.
Oh, okay.
Which explains why it says that Priscilla was a consort.
Consort.
You have something in your beard.
No, it'll come out. I do remember something about... just stay there, it's probably a leaf. I do remember something about this was their land or something. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to jump out of the cemetery and go down the road a little bit because I'm hoping to find a lake. I used to fish at a lake here years ago. If I can find this lake, I got a really good story to tell you. If I can't find the lake, I'll just tell you the story anyway. Alright guys, pause the video. I should have looked at this. I feel so stupid. So this is my daughter. Here's the history.
Yeah, I don't feel stupid.
This is the first side. And here's the other side. This explains everything.
Captain Joseph Hayes' descendants have held a reunion every year since 1904 to commemorate them. That's cool.
Wow. Oh, I should have read the sign before I went in there. You know what I should do? I should completely delete out what I got now and redo this video. But I'm not going to. See, I'm a true believer now, guys, that let the video be raw. Okay? Because if I delete it out and go back in there, the video would basically be scripted. I don't want any of my videos, except my skits, being scripted. No. Let it be raw. I think raw is better than anything else. And we're going to... I don't know if we're allowed back here. That's what gets me. Let me show you where I'm at. I honestly don't know if we're going to be allowed back here. I know where I want to go because I see it back here. But I don't know if I'm allowed back here, though. Okay, we're going to walk back here anyway. You coming, hon? Yeah, we're going to walk back here and I'm going to tell you guys a story. Ooh, boy. May not be a good idea. I don't know if I'm trespassing or not. But we're going to walk back here just so I can tell you guys a story. Now, the water is up, okay? So, what I'm going to show you isn't going to look like what it looked like back in 1988. Because the water is majorly up. But we're going to try to do this justice. Back in 1988, I used to do a lot of fishing. And one of the places I used to go fishing was right back here. And I used to do a lot of graveyard fishing because that was my normal job. I worked through the nights and always liked to fish through the nights. And I'm trying to keep from stepping in the mud. So one particular night I came back here. We're going to walk up a little further and I fished at this lake right here. Now you got to remember the water's up, the lake's not that big. And real quick, before I go any further, we're right next to the graveyard. That was their house, by the way. Elizabeth was doing some digging and research. That was their house.
Amazing what you can come up with 5 minutes of Google.
I know, I should have done the research before I came down here, but the main thing I wanted to get today was the graveyard. I want to redo it justice, and this right here, because I want to tell you guys a story. Okay, now, I want you guys to picture it. Let me go ahead and show the lake. 1988, this water wasn't up this high. And back then, it was all kinds of trees all through here, and trees all the way around this, alright? The water wasn't up this high. I came down here and I fished this place many times. One particular night I came down here fishing, I seen something that amazed me. Now, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I do believe in ghosts. Hell, I'm a paranormal researcher, but what I seen this night actually spooked me. It got me good. Let me explain what happened. Now, like I said, there was trees all the way around this. And the water wasn't up as high as it is now. This is actually a small lake when it goes back down its banks. I'm sitting here and my car was parked roughly right in here. And I was about, I guess, 20 yards up that way. And I had my pole out fishing. Now, I had a few things with me. Besides my fishing gear, I had something to sit on. I had a cooler. And I think that's about it. So I'm down here, I'm fishing for catfish.
How close can I get to this bird?
I wouldn't get too close. It's very sluggish up there. I'm fishing for catfish, and I'm actually doing it quite good, you know? Well, then I seen something on the other side of the lake. I seen something crashing through the trees over there. I'm actually watching trees fall down. Now I'm seeing something move, and it's going at a very high speed. It'll move like maybe 20 yards and stop. See more trees come down, then move another 20 yards and stop, and this thing's slowly coming around this lake. I don't know what the hell it is. I know it's not a deer. I know it's not a human, because they're moving at speeds that it's like so fast. So I got a little spooked. I'm the only one down here. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, pitch black. So I get up, I was like, what the hell? I'm not going to stick around and see what the hell that is, because it's coming around. So I left my stuff, grabbed my fishing poles, took off, got in my car, and drove home. Yes, I was a scaredy cat that night. You know, I came back the next day. My cooler was in pieces. My chair I was sitting in was completely all shredded up. And all through here was my fishing tackle I left, part of the chair, and my cooler. Until this day, I have no clue what I've seen, folks. I have no clue what that was. Very few people knows the story I just told you. I don't tell everybody this because I feel like a total idiot, you know? Now everybody knows. I don't know what that was. I don't believe in Bigfoot. I don't know what the hell it could have been. I do know when it was moving around, it looked like there was a light source following behind it. It would move like, whoosh, then the light source would catch up to it. All these years, and even all the years I've been studying the paranormal, I could never find the reason for that. I have no idea what I seen that night. But I can tell you this, I never came back here for a graveyard fish again. We did come back for a ghost hunt many years later, but nothing. So I have no idea what I seen that night. I hope you guys like these random videos. I like doing them. Some of my favorite videos of all time is doing these random videos. There's Elizabeth up there. Here's another shot of the cemetery. I'm on the other side of the fence right here, as you can see. But yeah, I like doing these little random videos, guys. I'm a true believer that random videos like this and unscripted, just as raw as you could get them, is what viewers want to see. Because this is what I would want to see. And if I want to see it, then I think you guys would too. So guys, I'm not turning the video off yet. We're going to get out of this mess I'm in. and try not to break my neck. And we'll do a little bit more videoing. Even though the tombstones were in pieces, and some of them were put back together, but most of them still are in pieces, these tombstones will outdate me. Where I'm at right now will go on for more generations. I just hope one day people will have respect and quit going into our old cemeteries like this and destroying them. And maybe one day they can find out where these graves are in the cemetery and replace the tombstones back with the rightful owners. Soon that'll be forgotten about. That'll be a long memory. Who knows, one day there may be some people coming up, maybe next couple generations now be coming through here, and I don't know, will it look the same? Will they finally do something decent for the graveyard? I don't know. Makes you wonder though. But yeah, that lake back in the distance, that had me puzzled. I don't know what that was, my friends. I have no clue. Alright guys, let's walk up closer to the truck. Right now I'm real close to Ohio. Down the road about a half a mile is the state of Ohio. And actually, as you guys have been hearing the whole time, there's the highway. On the other side of the highway, on the other side of the bridge, is the state of Kentucky. I'm right here where all three states meet. Could you imagine what life was like back years ago in the 1800s right here? Wow. Man. Things were so different. And what gets me is if that was their home, which I'm pretty sure it was, you know the floodwaters had to come up and get it a few times. But then again, was them lakes there, but you know, at that time. Things could be changed in 100 years. I do know them lakes have been there ever since I was a kid. I mean, ever since I remember. Were they here 100 years ago? If they were, did the water make it up to the graveyard? I don't know. It makes me wonder, the people who come here, the lost, you know, they visit the lost loved ones, you know. Right now nobody comes here and visits these graves. It's all forgotten about. Most of these people, when they passed away, they came in horse and buggy and stuff. I don't know, guys, that fascinates me. I don't know. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today, and my daughter's trying to videotape something on the ground.
Lunch. Well, Mom found it. I found lunch.
It looks like a carcass that an animal got a hold of.
Yep.
I say probably coyote or bobcat.
Yeah.
Alright guys, until next time, hopefully I have something good Friday. We just have to wait till then. Until next time, come on, let's get out of here. Hey everybody, thanks for watching today's video. But guess what? Now you can send me mail. I have a P.O. box. The link's down in the description, and you can send me mail. It could be anything. It could be spam. It could be postcards. Anything you choose. Well, guys, hope to see your mail coming up soon. And yeah,